Good morning, everyone on my internet's friends list. To anyone who's watching this, not live, I hope you're having an amazing day, whatever you're up to or wherever you are. I'll explain why there's no video today. It's not so bad, don't worry. My insomnia has just come back really intense. So I've been focusing on trying to get back into my sleeping pattern and try and obviously with bad sleep comes like difficulties creating things and being creative. So I'm also trying to just like take things at my own pace and make things and try and get rest, and along with doing all of the things. So it's not so bad, and there will be videos next week. But there won't be music videos because I will not be going into the studio next week. But maybe, we don't know, like I'm going to just play it by ear and just take things a little bit slower and just recuperate from the lack of body sleep. But that's okay. I got some good sleep last night. I got 6 hours, so that's really, really good. Yeah. So happy Jan. But it's gonna take a wee while to like catch up with that week, you know. Hey guys, everyone in the comments, not actually here. Good morning, everyone. Top of the morning to you. How are you doing? How's your day been so far? Mine's just, I just put my face on. That's all I've done. Good morning, Kieran. How do you deal with any hate you get? Well, actually, funnily enough, I got some hate last night on the internet. Like, I get hate every day, but this one, it was just like, that's not okay, because that's, you know, like not just a me issue. Someone tweeted me saying something about basically that I'm going to get fat and where have my abs gone, and I'm going to get loads of zits because I was eating cookies. Imagine, because I was eating cookies. I was having a long day, man. So I reacted by, if you follow me on Instagram, you can see my wee story, which was just basically like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, one, I was like, there's nothing wrong with being fat. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being fat. Two, like, I've got a pretty balanced diet, so like, I'm not going to get fat from eating just some cookies. And like, three, what is your problem? And just, do you know what I mean? Like, why? No need for hate. No, like, it was more that it was a body issue. Like, I understood when people were calling me out for like being too thin or like things like that, because it wasn't so much like the appearance of it, it was the health side of it. Whereas this person was basically just like, from an onslaught then of further comments, they were just basically saying that, yeah, just I was going to get fat and blah, 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 which is not okay. That's why, like, why? Anyway. Someone says bunny cup. I know, right? Yeah. Someone tried to fat shame a skinny person. That's the thing. Apparently anything's a thing these days if you try hard enough. Because I know that I'm not fat, because I'm technically a healthy weight for the first time in my life. Go me. So yes, so I just couldn't believe it. I was like, no, this is not okay, because like, only for kids and stuff who like see my Twitter or like hunt my tweets and stuff, I just don't think that's healthy at all. Got a wee notification from my YouTube. Live now, PewDiePie. Please don't go watch PewDiePie. I'm sorry. I love you, PewDiePie, but stop. Yeah, exactly. Weight and size is not your personality, and kindness overcomes that. Yeah, the thing is as well, like I make music and I like to make art and I like to create poems and be creative. What has that got to do with my weight? You know what I mean? Why? I could be morbidly obese and still do my job, you know? So, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. So it wasn't like a personal issue, because I really don't care. But it's more just like, yeah. Bye, Janet. Hello, Felix. How dare you, PewDiePie, support the smaller YouTubers, man. Yeah. adult life, yeah. My God, Sarah, like, like I had to have cookies. It was just one of those days where I was like, I had like personal life stuff like come up, which never happens because Janet doesn't have a personal life, lads. Let's face it, I just work all the time. So next week I'm going to be trying to get a balance in my life. Oh my God, imagine of personal life and work life, which would be fun. I'm just, oh, what am I drinking? It's coffee, obviously. The nectar of the gods. So next week's going to be interesting because I've got so many things that I want to do and get done and achieve. That, but I also need to get that balance of like seeing friends and meeting new people and maybe going for dinner or things like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna see how that goes. But it's gonna be really nice. I have a few like YouTube people I'm gonna see as well, which is fun. I'm gonna hang out with some peeps, and maybe do some work. Have you got your next tattoo idea yet? No, I don't actually. I haven't really thought about my next tattoo. I really love your wallpaper. Thanks, pal. When I moved in here with my housemate, she was going to take this room, and she was like, "I hate that wallpaper." And the landlord was like, "Oh, I hate that wallpaper," and I was like, "I really like it." It is a bit, and I don't mean to be crude, but it's a bit. It reminds me of the female anatomy, you know. Janet gets normal. I know, right? It'll be interesting. It's just with the whole like not sleeping, like I'm just not going to the office essentially because like 4 to 5 days a week I go to the office and I work. And morning to everyone who's joining me. Yeah, I go to the office like 4 to 5 days a week. So for a whole week I'm just not gonna go, and I'm just gonna play everything by ear, I suppose, because I have so much things that I need to do, but I also want to do it in my own time, and because have, I shouldn't have an office job or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So like, I'm going to see what it's like to do all the work and be creative and make things and make art and do all of those things in my own time, but also have a life as well as all that. The internet, I know exactly the thing that I was bigging up there last year. I need to do a wee bit more of. So I'm going to. You look like the Galway girl. I haven't seen that video yet, so I don't even know. Would you ever do a collab with some other YouTubers? I would love to, but I don't think YouTubers like me very much. I feel like the uncool kid at the cool kids table. Do you know what I mean? Because I think part of me is like a YouTuber now, obviously, because I make YouTube content on the reg. But I don't feel like any of the big YouTubers, or not even big YouTubers, the YouTubers that I follow, they just don't seem to like me. Or not that they don't like me, but they just don't. Anytime I tweet them, they never tweet me back. And I'm very supportive. So I don't know, I just kind of stopped. You sound so sad. Well, it's not that I feel sad, I just like, I don't know, it just reminds me of school, do you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, like, I wish people would just, like, ask to make content. But then I'm being that person who's like, you know, I never initiate anything. I'm the worst, like, in a relationship scenario because I don't initiate anything. Like, I will never ask anyone on a date. So, like, I'm that person. And I think they are too because we're all on the freaking internet. We are internet peoples. That's my sob story. Yeah, if I ever go back on X Factor, it will be, hi, I'm Janet Devlin, and no one on the internet wants to make internet content with me. And I've just always been a really uncool kid. But yeah. I have been considering, because I mean, a lot of people have been asking me about whether or not I'm going to start doing Twitch stuff. I see a few people asking, and I would definitely consider doing Twitch. I think that's why I did a live poll there on Twitter asking people whether or not to go Xbox or to go PlayStation. Because it would mean that I could hang out with you guys for like an hour or so a week, maybe, I don't know, just and sit down and you can watch me be just really terrible at video games, which could be pretty fun because I'm literally terrible. But I love horror games, like I genuinely love it. So, and everyone asks me like, what games do you play? I haven't played properly since I was like 14. And that was just all just, it was basically just Call of Duty, man. That's like the only thing I really wanted it to do, because I know a lot of, so someone says, sorry, up Mickey Hart. Oh my God. Mickey Hart. So people who aren't from Northern Ireland / Tyrone won't know who Mickey Hart is, but I do. So Mickey Hart came to my school when I was 8, and he was the manager of my, not my local, but my county's Gaelic team. So he's like an absolute celebrity, like complete celebrity. And I love his life. And anyway, I was at an event in Ireland and he was there. I've been to a few where he's been there. And I've sang for his daughter's charity function and stuff. But like, I've always like really wanted to go up and be like, hey, massive fan of your work, love what to do. And I have him. I've got a jersey signed by him, and I like, now that he knows who I am, I've never gone up and been like, hey, do you know that I met you like when I was away, like as a kid, and I like really looked up to you, like my total hero. I haven't done it. So if you're ever speaking to Mickey Hart, tell him I love him. See, Twitch does have a really, really great community, and like I have a great community now on Stageit.com. Like, it's my baby, my absolute baby. Stage, it's my baby, and everyone on there is my like buffle. We are friends for life. But I would love to give, like, I've heard only lovely positive things about the Twitch community as well. And yeah, I'm not good at playing games, and I won't pretend like I'm good at playing games, but for me that's half the fun. Because I don't know, you know, I'm like, I don't take life too seriously. So I would very, very much like to start, because you guys can watch me be terrible. Like anytime I play video games with people, they get really amused. Like they're peeing their pants because I'm so bad. Which is it's amusing because because I get really stressed, but in a good way. Like I was playing, it wasn't Destiny, but it was something of that nature, and I'm just like, I don't want to go forward, I don't want to go forward, I don't want to go forward, but I'm going forward. Why is it? Where are they? Where? And they're just like, just look at just look at the thing. It can show you where they are, but I don't know. I can't think about that when I'm trying to change that. So that's what you'd be in for if Janet decides to Twitch. I think I'd probably play horror games just because I love horror. I think it's great. But I do love things like Call of Duty and stuff, so maybe that. How do you look at acting in your future? I wouldn't rule it out. I enjoy acting because I like not being myself for a little bit, you know. Butt nuggets. Oh my god, yeah. Because my little butt nuggets. Best. Wake and bake. Janet, I probably should explain this. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything mind altering. I am completely teetotal. Yeah, basically. So when people say, "Are you drunk?" what have you been smoking? I'm just like, fizzy water. Weekend to-do list. Oh, oh, right. So today, this is obviously on my to-do list. Yay! Whoop, whoop. And after this, I am going to get my running gear on. I'm gonna go for try a 5K. Woo. And then after that, I'm gonna go to church. Whoop whoop. After church, I'm probably gonna go get myself a nice cup of coffee. Nice big cup of Joe. And maybe a vegan cupcake. Because yeah, also on top of all that, vegan and teetotal. Lol, I'm so fun. Vegan cupcake, and then I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna make some dinner, and then after that, I'm going to go to a gig. I'm going to Rat Boy tonight because I am down with the kids like that. Yes, yes. Anyway, there you go. That's my day. Can I post you a Donegal top? Yes, please, because I spent half my childhood in Donegal, so I love Donegal as well. Big up Donegal. Dinner, you mean lunch? Like, wait, what? Dinners for me is like 7 o'clock. Any tips for vegan? Any good recipes for vegan beginners? Yeah, I have loads actually. I feel like it's unfair that I don't tell you guys what the crack is with the whole vegan stuff, because like if I can go vegan, basically I feel like anybody could go vegan. So for myself, dinner is normally, so I try and keep everything whole wheat because I try and pretend like I'm healthy. And then last night eating a whole box of cookies. Lol. The whole box. It's amazing. So pasta, go to your local grocery store. They'll have pesto, but you have to get a special type of pesto, which you can normally find in the free from aisle. They've got vegan pesto because there's something in pesto, I can't remember if it's egg or something, that isn't necessary at all. But you can get the free from version. And yeah, pasta, and get yourself an onion, get yourself some mushrooms. Bada bing, bada boom, and it is tasty as heck. But if you like meat a lot, and you like need that like little something that just feels like meat, then I would recommend getting the corn vegan pieces and whack them in the microwave, and then whack them on the pan, and it's all good. It's a really nice wee dinner, trust me. Wow, everybody is up. Why aren't you peeps in bed? Go to bed. Yeah, Marvin, I'm hitting up the internet. I know, it's gonna be nice. Want the mug. I got it in like Wix or somewhere. Something of that nature. I seen it because I was in a pet store, and I was like, bunnies. I want a bunny. Obviously I can't have a bunny. Janet can't have a bunny. It's not allowed because I work too much to have a bunny rabbit. So when I went into the shop next door, which just sold like nice housey things, and seen this, I was like, yes. John asks, is one loading a music video today? Goosebumps needed. I am not loading a a music video today because this week I've had very little sleep. I was supposed to film it on Thursday, but I had 2 hours sleep the night before, and then I was going to go in yesterday and film it, but I only had 3 hours sleep that night, so I couldn't. So I had the video ready, the shot set up, the backing track ready to rock, everything ready to go, but I wasn't. So yeah. Do you like maths? I like algebra. I don't really like any other type of math. Also, my pet peeve in math was always like, can you plot this in the graph? It's like, nah, dude. Like, I don't want to plot it on a graph. I just spent 20 minutes working out that equation. Like, no. Why? I did the hard work. You plot out the graph, man. Did you sleep last night? I got 6 hours last night. I feel so much better. I woke up though and I was like drooling. Like drooling. Yeah. It was really funny. I had to like march myself out of bed to just like get myself a cup of coffee. I was like, oh, I'm trying to just do it. And I was doing my makeup this morning like, of course I don't look like this when I wake up. Oh my god. Because look, right. When I wake up, like my hair is like that. And I'm like, whoa, what is morning? But also I don't wake up with this stuff on my eyeballs. I sleep with my makeup off. But it only takes me 10 minutes to put my makeup on. I timed it the other day because I'm sad. So yeah. Blah. That's why I can do these things with makeup on, because thankfully I'm one of those people I've been doing the same makeup for 5 years. So it takes 10 minutes. I love it. What's the worst sleep time you've had to perform or function with? I think for me the worst it ever was when I was recording Running with Scissors. I had for a whole week, I think it was like 8 hours for like the whole 5 days of recording. 5 days, 8 hours sleep. And like 3 songs I recorded. So a lot of Running with Scissors was done when I had no sleep. It's not been that bad. A girl, 10 minutes for makeup, you're the chosen one. I see, the thing about what I've learned about women and makeup, right, is what I've learned about guys, right? This is so gross, but don't judge me. It's just a nice observation I've learned. So guys like to like take a nice long time in the bathroom when they're doing their poo emoji. So they'll take about 20 minutes, you know. Sometimes more, sometimes less, you know. Just depends on your poop schedule. So guys like to do that. And that's their time. That's their me time, you know. Women's me time. This is my me time. This is what I do to, like, when I'm thinking about my life and what I'm doing with it and where my wee ideas come from. So basically, they're even. We have evens. She looks good for us. Well, it's not even that. It's because I'm like purpley eyeballs. I love Running with Scissors. Sleep deprivation may have been worth it. Do you think it was worth it? I think it was worth it. I love Running with Scissors as well. Yeah, it depends what you do. Like, but can you make me feel better? I can try. What inspires you to make music? It's for me just making music. I never really like done it publicly. Um, you know, like I was always just like I make songs in my bedroom, and then maybe sometimes we'll send it to my best friend. But that was it for me. And then you know she obviously made me do the cover stuff on YouTube and all the rest of it. But I got very lucky in the sense like I got people in my life that you know push me to create, well, not to create more, just to put my art out there, which I'm very blessed to have because not everybody has that, because otherwise I would just probably make music and just never release it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like the opposite of someone who goes about being like, hey, watch my stuff or listen to my music, because that's not the way I was raised. You know what I mean? We're not like, you must watch me. So yeah, not everyone has a good support structure. This is very, very true, and I'm very, very fortunate because I've always had people in my life that push me like that. So, because like it was my best friend, then it was like television, and then it was myself for a little bit, and that was fine. And then because I am capable of pushing myself, I didn't release anything though in that space of time because I was just making things. And then yeah, I found new management, and then they pushed me, and I'm just lucky, very lucky to. So basically, you're very bad at self promo. I am the worst at self promotion. I genuinely suck because I feel like the people who are very good at self promotion are very like they're very confident people, and they're very good at that. Like I am not like the most confident of people, especially when it comes to music and stuff, because like I know I'm not like the best, you know. I don't know. I'm not the best at like the music stuff. I'm not the most talented pianist. I'm not the most talented vocalist. I don't even claim to be those things. But what I know is that I try my hardest, and I believe in the art that I do make, and I use my talents to the best of my ability. And that's all I can do. You know? So, and when it comes to like self promoting things, I'm a bit like, hey, it'd be really cool if you could check this out. um, but yeah, but yeah. You mentioned you go to church. Do you have a favorite gospel song? I have a favorite like hymn, um, which is like down to the river to pray one, which is absolutely amazing. Wait, I wonder if I can sing it. I want it sang at my funeral, like literally. So you guys know this now, so it has to happen. Thanks. So what is it? As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. I want that at my funeral, please, but not the Janet version of it. Oh, brother, where art thou? It's my favorite movie. It's genuinely my favorite thing ever. Did you sing this at one of your stages? No, I haven't. Like, there's loads of songs that are just like that you can't like find backing tracks for or anything. Like, what else is there? Oh, what was the Irish one? No, I'd probably mess up the Gaelic if I try and watch it. Scab. What other ones are there? Sounds like gospel. It is a gospel song, I'm pretty sure, actually. I'm trying to think of hymns that I know. Can't think of any. I love that you still sound like 16-year-old Janet. Yay! Can you cover Man of Constant Sorrow? See, I did that on my last stage. It was amazing. I love that song so much. I love it with all my life. And everyone on stage it knew how much that song means to me, because it's just like, I just love that stuff. Because, oh, what is it? If anyone hasn't heard it, it's like it's more bluegrassy country. And it's like, I am a man of constant sorrow. I sing trouble all my days. I Beverly to Kentucky, place where I was born and raised. The place where he was born and raised. I just love it. Genuinely love it. Do you love rock music? I do. I genuinely do. See, I just love music. I love country, and I love rock, and I love metal, and I love pop, and I love jazz. Have you been working with a psychologist during X Factor? No. Damn, I missed the dab. Yes. Love your bedroom. Thanks, pal. It's actually a mess right now, but that's okay. Do you love rap? I actually do love a bit of rap. It has to be good rap, though. Like, I'm very, like, when it comes to rap music, I still like, I just dabbed on country music. I can't believe people are, I can't believe no one's like pointing that out. When it comes to rap music, I don't like it when it's like women, money, violence. I just don't think it's necessary. Okay. Eminem, I love Eminem. However, I have a love-hate relationship with Eminem. Okay. And I am not saying I do not love Eminem. I think he's a swell guy and all the rest of it. But I don't like that. He has spoken in his songs about beating his ex-wife, murdering his ex-wife, rape, and all of these things, and we pretend like that never happened. Because that's not a joke, and it's not something I believe personally, because I'm a very sensitive soul, you know. But I just don't think that that's right. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I just don't. I believe in loving each other and treating each other with respect, treating men and women with equal respect. And something I don't feel is talked about enough is obviously the fact that men don't have the right to speak about their emotions. But that is also, for me, why there's so many issues in the world, because of the fact that, you know, men, we use that phrase, man up and be a man and all the rest of it. Like, I don't like that, because guys have emotions too, guys have feelings too, but they're made to feel like they're not allowed to have those or express those, because that's not masculine, therefore they're not a man. And I don't think that's okay. And like, these stupid boundaries that society has put in, that like only girls wear pink and all this crap. Whenever, like, when we go back to like the olden days and stuff, guys were the ones wearing heels, guys were the ones wearing makeup, guys were the ones who started like wearing pink. I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. Like, I love Eminem's like clean songs. I love Eminem's clean songs in the sense of like, yeah, the nice songs to his daughter, they get me, I cry, love it. But I just, you know, I just like it when people don't, like, when I make art and my music, I don't talk about hurting other people in that way. Like, imagine Janet Jackson singing about like physically beating someone. Like, I just don't think so. Mockingbird was amazing. Loved Mockingbird. Like, good. Like, why was that a good thing? I'm a girl and I wear black, so what? Yo. Makeup, guys? Yeah, I don't understand why makeup on guys is such a big deal. Like, it's unfair, right? Because I get to wake up, look not great, and I just go concealer. And that's great. Guys don't get that, because we have this idea that that's a feminine thing, even though it was originally a masculine thing. I bet Janet has a secret dark side. Do you know what? I wish I was interested in a judge. I really, really don't. In my spare time. Why? Oh, jeez. Like, in my spare time, I like to study theoretical physics. There we go. That's what I like to do. Now that we've got that out in the open, that's my dark side. Slightly cold coffee. Um, yeah, this is my God tattoo actually. God is greater than the highs and lows. Yeah. Physics, OMG. Well, yeah, but theoretical physics. So I obviously had to like study actual, like get my head around original, not, wait, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Or how guys are gay if they wear women's clothes. Guys are not gay if they wear women's clothes. Clothes are clothes. It doesn't matter what your gender is. Yeah, so I had to get my head around actual physics first, which was really interesting, but never like the boring parts of school, like where I had to learn all the triangles, memorize all the equations, go back into math life and like balance the equations, all of that crack. No, I don't have to do that. Now that I got my head around like that side of physics, I was able then to go into theoretical physics and, you know, study the possibilities of black holes, get my head around the concept of a black hole or a white hole, multiple dimensions, possible different universes, all of these things. It was like, it's mind blowing. And then like, just, I love theoretical science. Okay, and I can't believe that this is like the first time I've explained this, but I get very enthusiastic about it, as you can tell. So yeah, like changing the mass of things. Yeah. Anyway, Twitter makes people stupid. I don't think so. Like, I like Twitter. Do you believe in aliens? I think it would be very, very stupid for me not to believe in aliens, considering how large the universe is. And also like the fact that we say the definition of the universe is like the biggest thing, but we know that, or like we're starting to like question whether or not there is solely one universe. Like there can be multiple universes. So then that term is void because that wouldn't be the biggest thing. And I think for me, what is like, sorry to go to physics rant here, but the most fascinating thing is that Einstein obviously believed that the universe was like expanding very slowly and it was slowing down, and you know it was just ready to kind of stop, and it would stop expanding. But that's not true. It's still expanding and it's still going and it's still going and it's still going and it's still going and it's still going, which basically means obviously with more space means that it's going to get colder and colder and colder and colder and colder and colder because we can't control how fast it's expanding, which basically means that there's going to be a big freeze eventually, and bada bing, bada boom. No more humans, you know? Imagine. No more of us. So yeah, fascinating. As for, do you believe there's a life somewhere else? I believe in the multiverse theory. So I believe that there are other universes, say running parallel to our universes. Because it was described in an interview with a very famous scientist, and he put it very like he did the best description of it ever. He said, so imagine like this: you're stood above a pond, right? And there's like a wee fish in there, a wee fish just like going about his life. like, let's say he's a science fish, he studies science, look at that smart little science fish, and you know, he understands his world, you know, this is his world, his pond is his universe, you know, there it is, like, the pond, his universe. But we, the human, are above the water, right? So that little fish can't look up. So that little fish, like fish, you know, can't see what goes beyond his little world, right? But we as humans can see little fishy in his little world, right? So that's almost like two universes, like, going parallel. So what's to say we're not the little science fish in our little world that we understand? We understand our little boundaries. We can go there, we can go there, you know, things change. But it doesn't mean that there isn't, beyond that water level, another universe with other rules and other possibilities and other laws that just because we don't abide by in our little pond doesn't mean that they don't abide by in their world. So anyway, ta-da! Does the other universe, Janet, have singing abilities? I don't know. Would Multiverse Janet? It depends. I would say that yes, in one universe, Janet would have a voice. Something would have happened, and Janet doesn't have a voice. Like, I find when I talk about science, people get annoyed in the sense of, what about God? And, you know, does that affect God and all the rest of it? I mean, you're talking to someone who wears a What Would Jesus Do bracelet, so you've nothing to worry about. And this week on Theoretical Physics with Janet Devlin, we're actually fish. I know, right? Imagine. Good night, Sire Joe. Fave sport, Janet. Well, also, I've explained already, guys, I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't consume any mind-altering substances. I don't even consume animal byproducts. So, any of this stuff, you know, there you go. I thought that was what would Janet say. I mean, I use it for as well, right? I would, what would Janet say? But then I, you know, do the opposite because Janet makes bad decisions. Clearly, you don't need them. Exactly. My mind is mental enough and capable of going to weird places without drugs. And I just kind of get really bored when people say, oh my God, you're on drugs. Because I'm like, yeah, you definitely know if I was. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? I don't know. I just kind of do stuff. Just do things. So, sport, I didn't get that. Dance, bike. Oh, my legs. No, for me, I like running. For me, I'm not very, like, I've never really been that much of a team sport person. I just like to run because it means that I'm alone in my thoughts with my music in nature. It's really nice. But I mean, I suppose I like watching Gaelic, like, on television, and I like playing Gaelic. And I also like, I do like a bit of rugby, do you know, actually. Did you watch The Big Bang Theory? Oh, bloody hell, I watched that when I was like 14, and then I got really bored of it. Also, do we like my Harry Potter pajamas? Because I do. Yes! What's this? There's a book by a vegan telling people if they are alive, you can't be vegan because everything you do will harm animals. Well, for me, the whole veganism thing, right? Now, forgive me for getting too deep here. I believe in karma, right? So I believe that everything we do has a consequence, a greater consequence of the act, right? So if we do a bad thing's going to happen to us. And if we do a good thing will happen to us, right? But I'm a believer in energies, and I'm a believer of things have energies that we just cannot see, okay? And this is all just personal belief. I'm not saying this to anybody else or anybody needs this. So for me, when it comes to veganism, I feel like if I'm consuming something that is essentially death, like I'm not saying that anybody else should be vegan, so don't listen to me in that way. I'm not forcing my beliefs on anybody. But I feel like the meat has an energy, and I feel like that energy is negative because of death and slaughter. And a lot of the foods that we buy in our supermarkets haven't been treated very well, and I can't pretend like I'm not like, I'm aware of it, so I don't want to put that into myself because I'm already like a sensitive person, and I just don't think that like consuming that kind of stuff is good for me, so I just don't do it. I don't like to eat animals or anything created by animals because I read into like the dairy industry and the egg industry and all of these things, and I didn't like that either. So I was like, well, I'm not just going to be vegetarian, I'm going to be vegan. So for me, it's all about, I want to cause as little harm in my little existence as I possibly can. Like, I'm a believer in being a kind, loving person and trying to treat everybody with respect. And I believe animals deserve respect as well, because I love animals and I really would hug all of the animals if I could. I think we know this anyway. We know that I love animals. So I just don't feel like, for me personally, it's something that I want to do. So I just don't get behind those industries, and I don't consume that energies, and I don't believe, I only believe in trying to put out positive energies and treating things with positive energies, so that in the hope that my karma is good. So yeah, I know everybody's like, on my wee chat box is always very, very nice. But yeah, that's literally my belief on that kind of stuff. Do you like Buddha? I never really, I never really studied too much, but anything I read about Buddha and anything to do with Hinduism or Buddhism or any of those type of religions, I really kind of agreed with, actually. I just don't believe in having a specific religion. Like such a millennial thing to say, but I don't believe in a specific religion. I just like to read about them and find out what I like about each one. And this is what the What Would Jesus Do bracelet. So I'm not a Christian, but I like what Jesus stood for. Obviously some people don't believe he was even real and all of that kind of stuff, and that's okay. Like I don't even know, like, but I like the things that he did. I believe that we should treat people with respect and love each other and be kind to each other, yeah, so I wear the What Would Jesus Do bracelet, so it just reminds me to be the best version of myself that I possibly can, Take from them what you will. Religion is all about personal beliefs anyway. Yeah, I think so, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of gods. I feel like the whole construct of religion or concept of religion to, make people better people, it's always good, What do you think of Kristen Stewart? Oh my god, I love her. I love her so much. Do you think she'll marry me? Because I want to marry her. Do you read books? I need to read more books. I'm not going to lie, I really, really should. Who is your favorite philosopher? See, again, just like religion, when I read about philosophical teachings, I just pick and choose what I like and what I don't like. Uh, Do you believe in the flying spaghetti monster? Well, I also believe in the multiverse theory, right? So science, religion, haha, would kind of mean there could be a flying spaghetti monster in another universe. So I'm not really gonna, worship that spaghetti monster. Who are your YouTube crushes? I have so many. I have so many YouTube crushes. I love Doji Clark. I'm not gonna lie. She's one of my faves. But right, if we're talking YouTube crushes, Rose and Rosie, I just love them. I love them so much. Jenna Marbles, obviously, like, let's not pretend like that's not a thing. Liza, oh my lord. PewDiePie is like some sort of Swedish model with the brain of a 13-year-old, which I appreciate. I love inner children. Yeah, so there's a few. I'm a Catholic, go to Mass every week, proud. Exactly. No one should really be ashamed of their religion or their beliefs, I don't think. But I do. Sometimes I'm always like, I believe in this. Because I've been shot down a lot in my life with speaking my beliefs or my opinions on these kind of things. And it's always just kind of made me be very silent about it. George Carlin. I love George Carlin. You're my YouTuber crush, maybe. I still find it mind-boggling, like, that people actually think things like that I'm pretty and stuff. Like, when I like read comments and people are like, "Oh, your eyes," or "Oh my God, you're like gorgeous," or some of these things, I'm like, what, what, what is this? I just get really like weird, like not weirded out. I'm like more in the sense of like when you go so much to your life, like thinking that no one finds you attractive because of things people have said. Like, because I grew up and obviously got bullied about my appearance and all that crack. So like when people say that I look nice and things, I am like, what are you on? Like, why would you like lie to me like that? So I never really take those comments on board because I'm always thinking that it's not true, I suppose. I don't know. And for me, I don't think beauty is like very important. For me, like you think it's not true. Like, well, yeah, because I don't see myself in that way. Like, I never look at my face and go, "Hey, look at that face," because actually, I'll have like an honest to dog moment here with you guys. The only times I look at myself in the mirror is when I'm fixing something, which is very unhealthy. So the only time I look in the mirror is when I wake up and like put this on, like this crap, on my face. Because, do you know what? And I realised as well that I want to be one of those people that doesn't wear makeup for the, so I believe people should wear makeup because it makes them happy, and not because they have to wear it or anything like that. But the truth is, like, I'm like quite insecure, and I was talking to someone recently, and they were like, I don't know what they said, and it made me realize that actually the reason why I wear makeup is because I feel very insecure without it. This is like my little comfort blanket because it only takes like 10 minutes to do. But in like the thing I was saying is like the only times I look at myself in the mirror during the day is when I'm fixing something. So when I wake up and I put my makeup on, that's when I'm like looking at my face and I'm poking holes in it obviously because I'm putting my face on. And then the next time I look at it is when I put my clothes on, and then and I'll be like looking at my body in a negative way in the sense of like, oh, you should not wear that because that's not very flattering to that, or don't wear that because it's not flattering to that part of your body, and oh, you're too flat chested for that top, so don't do that. And I don't know, I pick holes in that as well. And then throughout the day, then the only times when I'm looking at my face or my body is to fix it, you know? Like constantly fixing it and never appreciating it or, you know, congratulating my body for the things it does. Because let's face it, my body is alive, it's going. And I you know, I like to run, so my body does a lot of good things. It lets me run and it lets me do that, and it's really good at that, and I really appreciate that. But I never like say thank you to it. I only like ever beat it down for not being this weird thing that I want it to be. So anyway, for your self-esteem, I was like at myself in a negative way. I don't think I should have been born in this body. Like, I don't think that's uncommon. I think a lot of people feel the same way, and I think that's why we need to have like a mini revolution as what's going on nowadays, where the media has turned its back on forcing us to feel a certain way. We've started embracing the I am this, so that is fine. Which I'm trying to learn, obviously, as well. That, you know, I am me. I look like me, and that's okay. Something I love that you stand behind #LGBT. Yeah, I mean, I am part of the LGBT community. I supported the LGBT community before I even knew I was a member of it. Yeah, so I'm a firm supporter of it. I have put aside dating for now. Well, more, I wouldn't say I've put aside dating. I suppose I've definitely put aside relationships. Like, I don't mind going on a date with someone because it's a fun thing to do on a Friday night, you know, go meet a stranger, why not? But as for like getting in a relationship, no, I couldn't. Like, I can't. I don't support you because of your looks. I support you because you're a great singer and a person. You're kind-hearted and funny, and at least that's what I get from seeing you through your screen. Ow. See, I find that that's so kind. Thank you. Yeah, we forget to say go body for the things that it does do. Like the fact that we're able to move, to exist, to do anything, to breathe, to be a functioning cognitive human is pretty insane, you know? And I think we need to be more focused on the practical side of things than the other side of things. My top says, let's get one thing straight. I'm not. I love it. That's amazing. Like, we're human beings. We're all inherently flawed. And I think the sooner we accept that, the better life gets. Have you ever climbed a wind turbine? I work at them in Tyrone a lot. I used to walk up to them and look at them and look at all the broken bits that were like lying around and stuff, but I never, yeah. The bottle of water is bigger than you. Most things are. Proportions, eh? It's just my tiny head. We've learned this recently. I am just all hair and very small head. That's a very... Mermaid has suggested something really cool. Janet, I challenge you after this video to count every fan on this live stream that said I love you and sent a heart. That's just given me a really good idea that, you know what I should do sometime? Is that I should go on the internet and write the compliments down that people give me and put them in a nice wee jar, and anytime I feel not good, I should just pick a wee piece of paper out of the jar and read it, and it'll have some nice thing that someone said. Like, yeah, I don't have like a lot of head. Like, it's quite small. My mates have noticed recently. Like, my housemate noticed recently. She's like, you have a very small head. Not in a bad way, just a very small head. It's like, yeah. They don't make jars big enough. now. One second there. I got my uke here, which I normally don't even have. Give me a second. I love how hard things can be to find. This laptop is so old as well. I love it. It's like older than me. Lose yourself in the music you want. It never let it go. Oh my god, you sound like a bird. Yeah, it's my bird whistle. Talents we didn't know Janet had. There we go. Also, I have really long nails right now, so judge me. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, and darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, oh. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Boop, 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 boop. The stream's been going for a very long time, and I'm going to actually have to go soon. I wonder if I know that really funny song, actually. Okay, literally, my favorite ukulele song lasts like 4 seconds, and it's 4 chords, and it goes a little something like this. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing just fine. I lied, I'm dying inside. Literally, that's the song, and it makes me laugh because it's so funny. ticker store of the old walk of the day. I met a little girl and we started to talk on a fine Saturday. And I girlfriend. Sorry, that wasn't me actually trying to sing that. I just realized I learned that. More Eugene videos. I know, right? I think I might only know one more that I have never done before. If you just give me a second. This is me like trying to apologize for. Also, yes, literally, I've got the longest nails right now, so I should not be playing the ukulele. Guitar tab. I hate that it's just always constantly. Sorry, I just want to check this right. Yeah, I mean, it would be fine. Someone said country song. I can try. I can't promise anything. On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere, I met her with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring at the window at the darkness. Till boredom overtook us, he began to speak. He said he saw and I made a light out of reading people's faces and knowing what the gods were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see right in faces. For a day to stuff your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. Wait a second. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You'll never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. When you finish speaking, I turned back towards the window, crushed out his cigarette, and he faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even, and in his final words I found an ace that I could keep. 'Cause you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You'll never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. I love The Gambler, like seriously. Maybe someday I'll do the gambler on YouTube. I just bloody love it. Morning, dudes. Can you do that and stage it? Yeah, hopefully, actually, I'd love to. Kenny was the man. Kenny Rogers is just, yeah. Good morning. Good morning, friend. YouTubers I don't think want to collab with me, just saying. I never asked them because I'm too scared. I did actually write a song on the uke, which like isn't vocal led yet, which I will play to you. But also, yes, bear in mind, I do not have short nails with it. Ta-da! There you go. This is as far as we go. I'm going to go soon because I'm going to go run my little bum off in a park. But it's going to look like I've put my face on to go running, which is very bizarre because I never do. Sláinte! Sláinte. Well, I'm not going to hurt myself. Like, only in a productive way. I will sweat my face off and then I'm going to shower. And I'm excited for my shower. Well, the thing is, like, if I run with makeup on, I'm always really afraid of it, like, getting in my pores, you know. Careful with the feet. Yeah, I've got my wee temporary insoles for my duck feet, so it'll be fine. Have you ever actually had lessons on how to sing? I did classical singing for quite a long, about 2 years of my life, so I definitely got taught to sing then, and that was horrible because I was stripped of my actual voice. And then I went on, obviously, the television show, and I got like a voice coach, which is a totally different thing because they just like help you grow your own voice and tips on how to, do that. So like yeah. I hope you don't smoke. I do not smoke, friend. It's all good. I don't do anything. What's your best time for a 5K? Mine is 22 minutes for. I don't know actually. I'd have to look at my phone because my phone's got my wee run maps, but somewhere in and along that time actually. I normally do maybe 4Ks though, instead of 5s because it's just easy. So 4K for me is normally about 18 something. I think it was 18:15 the other day, which is handy enough wee time, considering like I can't complain because it's just like go run and it's less than 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Off my day gone. So fair play to anybody who actually runs and it takes them a while because I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't do it so fast, because I've got really short attention span. So but yeah, I am going to go now, and I'm going to go do life and all of those things. Yeah, should be a nice wee day. Alright, so thank you so much for tuning in, and apologies for not making a video on Wednesday. I didn't even live stream on Wednesday. I'm really sorry. I just had no sleep, and it was just not going to be a good idea for anybody involved, really. So, yes, but I will make it up to you. I promise. So, yeah, I'm going to go to the internet and do the fun things. So, yeah. Right, I love you. And if no one's told you today, you are loved and you're appreciated and you are valid, and yes, all of the things that sometimes we forget. So have a happy, happy, happy day. And if you don't have a happy day today, then it's fine. Tomorrow will be a happy day. Just look after yourself. So